Hey, I'm back to showcase the Zendesk clone that I've called Metta. Um, I showed you a first video on Tuesday afternoon. This ticket page here has not actually changed much at all in the interim. However, if you click into a ticket, there have been some significant changes. So you'll see now that there's a history, there's also internal notes, there's priority, and there's a way to um, interact with the ticket status. So with the internal notes, very self-explanatory. Alice is looking to push notifications to her Chat Genius workspace. Sounds cool? Maybe. Um, so I can either take the ticket myself or I can assign it to another agent as an admin. In this case, I'll just take it myself. And you'll see here that that updated the history. Let's also put that to a high priority, and you'll see that that updates the history here as well. So at this point, I can either respond um, here, or I can go look at my email, which I've gotten a new ticket notification, and you'll see that it's all just information that tracks here. So I can actually close this tab um, and then view the ticket here, and it'll just bring me right back to the ticket. Um, so why don't I respond to Alice? Sounds interesting. We'll look into it. Uh, so if I send that here, um, I have this jigged up, so like just for this demo, so that this will also be sent to me. So you'll see that there's a second email coming in, and this is as though I am the customer. This is as though I am Alice. So new agent has replied. Sounds interesting. We'll look into it. And what I spent quite a bit of time on here is getting this experience down pretty well. So I'll just make sure that I get into an incognito tab to not mix up sessions. So I just copied the link for this here, and I'm going to paste it in here. Uh, so this is a customer view that allows Alice, in this case, to view the conversation where it's at. It's using access tokens, so it's really just the URL giving permission, meaning that if Alice shared this with her friend, they would also be able to see this conversation. It reminds me a little bit of like Craigslist back in the day. Actually, it probably still they do it like that, where they send you a link, and that link gives you access to the listing. In this case, very similar principle. Um, and yeah, so this is just a nice way for the customer to be able to feel like they're in the conversation in a bit more of like a immersive way than in an email. But for the most part, people in this case would be sending by email. So why don't I reply back? Thanks for being so prompt. And we should get an email that indicates that the customer has responded in a moment here. Um, Sometimes it takes a second. However, yeah, so that's looking pretty good. In the meantime, I will show you some more of what there's the email there. Customer reply. Thanks for being so prompt. So just to finish the loop there, so we'll go back to this is now open, so it's down here. So let's say that that is resolved. I'll mark it resolved. It'll show up in the history here. Um, that's pretty cool. And um, there'll also be another email. Your ticket has been resolved. Pleased to inform you, blah, blah, blah. So there's sort of like a little story arc there. There's also um, a users tab where you can do things like disable Alice. Maybe we don't we don't want Alice to be active anymore. She's now inactive. Oh, we're gonna activate her again. Okay, very simple. You can also, click into customers, add a new customer. I won't walk you through that just because it's pretty boring stuff. Um, there's a stats page. This is pretty preliminary. Just gives you some stats on ticket volume, for instance, or status distribution, and some insights around things. There's some trends. These could be made into tables as well, but I actually almost like it. Uh, I like there to be like some text like this personally. Um, there's some settings. These are not developed yet on the radar though. And then there's some developer stuff. Um, yeah, so this is also something that I will show you quickly. So if we go back to Alice, I closed that ticket, but let's say that I'm like, well, I didn't actually help her out. I accidentally closed that ticket. Um, so let's um, let's take it again. There's going to be some more emails here, but I will go to the developer screen here, and let's say this is actually now Alice's workspace. She can create an endpoint. Let's call this uh, Chat Genius channel. And now we need a payload URL. So like, let's go to my Chat Genius quickly. And let's create a channel, testing channel. And with that testing channel, let's let's add a webhook. I'll copy that. Did that copy? Yes. Okay. So we'll take that here, paste that in there. Let's say on ticket created, and we'll save an endpoint. So you'll see that that's now saved in here. Again, you're gonna have to kind of pretend that this is Alice's workspace so that she's like the one that's doing this. Um, so now if we go, let's say that um, Alice owns this demo host and she has this site, and we go, she has a support thing, and this is a way where her customers can sign up, not sign up, rather, get some help. So my name is, I don't know, let's say my name is Daniel Lettuce. Daniel at lettuce.com. Hey, I'm having trouble with something. So the idea here is that Alice has um, ticket creation events being sent to this payload URL in her Chat Genius channel. So this, in theory, when I hit this, should be pushed to this channel. We'll see if it works. Support ticket created, and whether or not this works, we'll see. That probably already should have come through by now if it was going to work. So that was a bit of a Hail Mary, but let's see. Maybe we can diagnose this in real time. Uh, sending to. Okay, so that just didn't work. You can see that the email worked. Uh, however, anyway, that's something that I will get done after this demo video. All right, thanks.